Here today to show you a little bit about cooking a goose. We're having the very first in our series on Watch Cook Eat about fowl, and we're cooking a goose in honor of Sherlock Holmes' birthday. Not Sherlock Holmes, I should say, Arthur Conan Doyle's birthday. And we're taking some recipes from his cookbook, and we've invented some cocktails of our own to honor the blue carbuncle, one of his stories.
Which also features a goose prominently.
Yes, which will become transparent as we talk about it. So this is my husband Kim, and I'm Sharon, and we hope you enjoy our program today. So we're going to start off with the carbuncle.
Yes.
Right, and this is a competition between you and me to see who can produce the best cocktail, right?
Yep.
Shall I make mine first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, cool. Okay, so let's see. I chose this gin, Edinburgh gin, because that's where Arthur Conan Doyle is from. So essentially, I think that that's a really cool way to incorporate some Sherlock Holmes lore into the drink, make it a little bit more specific to the carbuncle. Got a little ice cube here, put it in. Got a jigger measure here. We're gonna do one large jigger. That's right?
Yep.
I did this yesterday, and of course I don't remember today. So one large jigger of Edinburgh gin.
Which, if people don't know, Scotland is producing more and more great gins.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a great way to use their distilleries when they're not making whiskey.
Right, this was actually started in England, this gin, so it's a little sneaky, but so was Sherlock Holmes, so I don't think that'll matter. And then I'm going to do a quarter jigger, because this is Benedictine and it's a very strong liqueur, so you don't want to use too much and overpower the gin with it. But it is actually a very nice complement to gin, which would probably surprise a lot of people.
Yeah.
Certainly me, right? When I was doing the taste testing, I was quite shocked to find that it worked well. Okay.
It brings out a lot of the botanicals in the gins, naturally, Benedictine. Because
Right.
it itself is, one of these secret recipe liqueurs, hundreds and hundreds of years old, that monks make in France, and it really does well to bring out the Edinburgh gin, which is rather smooth gin. It's not very juniper heavy. It's got a kind of smooth botanical flavor.
Right, it's more heathery notes and mellow, kind of warming. It's a nice smooth gin, I think.
Yeah.
Not a bathtub gin.
No.
Okay, this looks good. I've stirred it for a little while there. The reason I stir it is I want it nice and mixed and nice and cold. And I am going to drain them into my lovely little glass here. The Marie Antoinette champagne glasses, which I think is very nice. And you can see that's got pretty nice color. Let's see if we can get it all up there. Shake. Okay. Then I am going to put in another ice cube because a fresh one seems nice. Okay, anyway, drop it in. Let's put it around a little bit. And this is how I'm going to make it nice and refreshing. Absolutely no connection, I don't think, to Sherlock Holmes or Conan Doyle, right? San Pellegrino.
Not quite, although I bet you there's some Italian connections in a few of the stories.
Yeah, I think there is, right? Can't remember which story. Okay, so pour this over very slowly, and you don't need too much. You can see that it's changing color quite quickly. I'm going to pour this just under the line there. I think that's probably about, a jigger? Maybe more?
I mean, you kind of want to do it lightly at first and taste it. If you feel it needs more, you can add more, but you don't want it to overpower the drink.
Right, I'd give it a little swirl just to give it a little mix,
And that's clementine flavored Pellegrino.
Yeah.
Which goes very well with the Benedictine and the Edinburgh gin.
It does go very well. Okay, so for my carbuncle, because the carbuncle is a jam and it's blue, it's not supposed to be, it's a hidden jam. But it's, here are a couple of edible flowers on that to represent the blue for the carbuncle. I'm going to put it on this nice little plate. And here I have some beignet, which I am going to dust just now with a little ice and sugar.
And then those have edible flowers in them as well.
So super cute. I'm going to open one up here. Break it open, see if we can get any of the flowers. You can almost see it. couple of flowers there, the blue from the carbuncles. Make it a little nice arrangement. Give it a little dust. And there you have, ta-da, my blue carbuncle. So the hidden gem is the edible flowers, blue for the carbuncle, and a nice gin cocktail, very nice and smooth and refreshing. Looking a bit brunchy to me.
Yeah, very good for brunch, I think.
Now I want to drink it, but I think we should swap. You should do yours.
Okay.
Let me get some of my stuff out of your way.
Thank you.
So you can use it. Give this a little rinse for you.
So, I am going to start out. Let's get some cubes. And let's move it back over here.
Do you want to swap places with me?
Sure.
Okay, I can pass this stuff to you. It's probably a little easier.
Yeah.
Over there.
I have decided to go with mezcal. This is a mezcal oven, a young mezcal, ilegal. I like the smokiness of mezcal. It's really holds up well against a lot of flavors. You still get the kind of authoritative mezcal flavor, even if you mix it with a lot of different things. And we'll start with that with one large jigger of mezcal.
I think it's cute, mezcal, because it's so nice and smoky. So if you like cigars, then you love this. Well, mezcal, but I
And
guess
if you like
if you're not familiar.
if you like a peaty scotch or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. A peaty scotch would be kind of like that. Do you want me to pass that?
I think I just, got one small jigger of maraschino liqueur, which is not like the cherries, but is nice and dry, and it helps cocktail flavor a lot. And I'm just gonna shake that up. Yeah, you can shake or you can stir. Either way is your preference. It gets it really nice and cold. But
you can't have it to drink, but it's very nice, but you can't have it.
I am really actually going to be unable to.
Want me to try?
Sure.
It's supposed to be a sweet spot. Oh no!
Yeah, no.
There he gets.
There we go.
So I hit it too hard. There's a little.
Yeah, there
find
is.
a
Yeah, you
spot
can find a
to tap.
spot. I'm not very good at that, obviously.
Yeah. No whacking.
Okay.
Lemon?
Yeah. There's going to be just the juice of one whole lemon. I'm just going to get this little and squeeze her out. It's a bit dirty. I'll just squeeze it in there.
Yeah, that wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
It should have been in the dishwasher before, but apparently not. So it's really easy, just squeezing your lemons.
Yeah, and I like to do the shaking and to get the liqueurs first and then add the lemon later, and I'm just going to do a little stir of that.
I have your utensils
Thank you.
here.
Yep, just stir that to mix it in. Lemon juice.
Yeah, stirring it makes it. Stirring is really a bartender's technique that's sort of forgotten.
Yeah, I mean it's making a comeback now. That's
Cube?
right. Yeah.
Ice
Get
cube?
an ice cube.
Yeah, because that's something that can make a drink go from mediocre to really quite nice.
Yeah, especially like
So,
ones that
chilling
are very
and
liquor
stirring.
heavy, like martinis.
Right, exactly. That they respond really well to being shaken through ice, and it's a
lot of
an
people
easy thing to do. So
Think that you bruise the gin if you shake it up in a martini.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that's actually scientifically accurate, but a lot of the best bartenders.
Robust gin.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yeah, an oaken gin.
Okay. So can I have the creme de violette, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Now we're just going to pour a little bit of creme de violette, which is not something you see often, but it's pretty relatively available in liquor stores. And just going to do a little bit off the back of a spoon here. kind of get it to float a little bit on top, and it's giving it a nice color.
Yeah, it gives it like kind of a little blue color as it falls through, which is nice.
And then finally, I have my garnish, which you may find more difficult to find, but if you do find them, they're awesome. And that is little gummy whales. And we're going to harpoon our gummy whale. There we are. And that is my blue carbuncle.
It looks lovely. Should we taste test them now?
Oh yeah, I think so. Also, gummy whales soaked in mezcal are excellent at the end of the drink. So.
Yeah, you could really use that as a little stir.
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy birthday, Arthur Conan Doyle.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's good. I got ice cube on my nose.
Because of the beignet.
Oh yeah, let's eat beignet. Yummy. Still have to eat the rest of them.
Yeah, I know.
It's good with the edible flour.
Yeah.
So you get an edible flour in here. Oh, it's kind of melted in. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. I guess with the frying.
Apparently 370 degrees melts flowers. Can I try yours?
Please.
Okay. You want some of mine?
I do.
Can I have your whale?
Yeah, okay.
This one smells very nice. The mezcal is really strong on the top now, right?
That's good. Benedictine, good flavor. Good gin.
You don't find it too overpowering?
No, not at all. I like the flowers on top too. You get a little floral note.
That's quite a sour drink. That's quite sweet. No,
Yeah.
Not in a sweet way, but in an adult sweet way. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
light and
Yeah, the Benedictine has a little.
yeah, it gives it a little
Sweetness, too.
sourness and
Yeah.
a little herbal in that way. So
Right.
it kind of doesn't have. It's not too sweet, right? The
Right, no,
fruit
it's
is
not corn
too
syrupy sweet.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'll have another taste. So, these are cocktails. I hope you enjoy making them yourself. They're really easy, very straightforward. They are both original recipes, so you can only get them here on our site.
Thanks for watching this first part, and hope you enjoy the goose part later.
Yeah, we're going to be cooking a goose from the Sherlock Holmes cookbook, so we're going to go and prepare for that, and we'll see you in about, for you, 10 seconds, I would imagine.
Yeah, just click.
Hi, we're back from enjoying our cocktails, and we're going to teach you a little bit about prepping the goose.
And if you're wondering why a goose at this time of year, we are, as we said before, paying homage to Arthur Conan Doyle and his birthday today. And the goose features prominently in the story The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle, in which a jewel is hidden in a goose.
The neck of the goose.
Yes, the crop of the goose, exactly.
Not that we're having that today.
No jewels, but there will be stuffing inside.
Stuffing. So this is a recipe, very, very straightforward, from this really nice book, which is called Dining with Sherlock Holmes. And it's just recipes from the series.
Yeah, Victorian era, and that if it's mentioned in a short story, then they've taken contemporary recipes to show how you make it. And these all started when the Baker Street Irregulars, the Sherlock Holmes Society, got together with the Culinary Institute of America to have these Sherlock Holmes themed dinners.
Right, these sound pretty spectacular, you know, ice sculptures going out to the Culinary Institute, just upstate a little bit.
Yeah.
Beautiful setting up there. Gorgeous, one of the oldest inns in the country as well, just nearby. So people, I think, had a fantastic time.
And we've made a lot of great recipes from this book. It's a lot of fun to cook and pretty delicious. So we're going to start with our goose we've gotten from Esposito's pork shop in Hell's Kitchen. This is Robert Esposito, the proprietor's idea of a small goose for 2 people.
Right.
If anybody knows Robbie and you ask him for just a small portion, you'll get something like this.
We're just teasing, but I do wonder what a large goose looks like.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't have a large enough.
No, we don't. No, not
We're
at all.
not getting it in there.
We're really getting this one in.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so what we do to start off with is we just need to season the goose a bit. So it calls for lemon juice and salt and pepper, inside and out.
Right, it's just straightforward. Just take out all the giblets and all kinds of stuff that have been left in the cavity, and wash your goose.
Yep.
Pat it
dry.
dry. No, this is a really straightforward kind of section. It's nice to do with any kind of fowl that you like. Seasoning the skin is one of the great ways to add great aromas when it's cooking and different flavors to your fowls.
Absolutely. Okay, so go in the cavity.
We're using Malden salt, which is a really nice salt.
Sea salt.
Yeah, English.
Large crystals. And
Yeah,
large flakes.
there are marshes in England, which may not seem very English, but there are next to the coast on more of the flatlands. There are salt marshes, so they gather the salt there, and this is from that region of England, which is it's a very nice salt, good on its own, and really great in recipes. I like it. Just anything that needs a little salt, like tomatoes or French fries, stuff like that. It's quite a nice one to have, and it makes it feel a little special because it's not table salt.
Right, exactly. Yeah. You can also use kosher salt as well if you want, if you can't find Malden salt. But
Right. But there are so many nice new salts now, right? All of the things.
Can you grab the pepper and
Around this way.
Right.
Yeah. Do you want to hold it a little bit there?
Yeah.
Okay. Tilt it that way. Can you tilt it? Just get a little bit in. Is that enough? Or?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
And
that's cool. Do you want to put it down? So.
Sure.
Or... Okay. Just liberally. I like peppers, so. Yeah. And if you are not sure, pepper grinders normally have coarse to thin tightening and loosening on the top. So good to know if you're wondering how to get different
large chunks.
Yeah, so large chunks or smaller chunks of pepper out of the same grinder.
Paper towel.
Absolutely.
Thanks. Okay, now we're moving on to the stuffing, which is also very simple, very straightforward. The name of this recipe is Goose from the Gamekeeper's Chimney. So obviously talking about estates, and you're going to go with things grown on the estates. We've got just some sliced apples here, and some raisins, and marjoram.
Right. I didn't know that marjoram was an English herb.
It is, yeah.
It seems nice. Let's give it a smell. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I remember now. Let's bring back some
memories.
Yeah. Okay, so what should we do? Just
I think we just get
mix it together and then stuff it in?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna take a handful. This is quite a nice trick that I learned a long time ago, is that if you steep things in water, it stops them from oxidizing. So that basically you cut your chunks. It works for any kind of light fruit. Apples.
Yep.
Potatoes, I don't know. I'm sure we did potatoes like that, but I really don't know why, because it doesn't seem like a potato would oxidize quickly. These are just like quite sweet apples. We just chose the apple that we like the most.
Yep.
I like red apples, and I like a little sweetness in the apple. I think sweetness is quite normal for a kind of country dinner.
Yeah,
right?
and goose goes well with sweetness. It's I mean, if you've never had goose before, I'd say it's kind of a middle between duck and chicken.
Right.
It's a darker, a little tougher meat. Mm-hmm. But you know,
yeah, a little not tough in a bad way, tough in a sort of
more chewy.
yeah, like more muscular way.
Yeah. And comes with lots of really great fat, which is highly prized for cooking roast potatoes and other things. So if you do a goose and roast a goose, make sure you save some of the fat for later. And we're also going to use some of the fat for a sauce when we get our goose out.
Yes, exactly. I mean, goose fat freezes. Just throw it in the freezer. You don't have to worry about it. Just put it in a plastic bag, as a black bag. Throw it in there, and then when you need it, you just
bring it out,
or whatever you were using it for, and it will just melt. Okay, this is looking pretty well mixed, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it, do you think it's hands, or do you think...
Yeah, I think just stuff it in there.
Alright. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if this seems particularly Christmassy, do you?
With the goose?
The recipe.
No, it's not a huge Christmas
No.
goose recipe, but
You can find very Christmassy recipes. We made a goose one year with almanac and chestnuts.
that was really nice. Yeah.
Sauce in it. It was really lovely. So just look online for Christmassy goosey goose recipes and you'll find lots of them.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. All set.
Wash my hands just quickly.
Yep. And basically, if you get a goose, you can also, a lot of places online recommend salting it overnight and refrigerating it, which you can do as well. We didn't do that this time. I think it's going to be pretty nice as it is, just in this recipe.
Right. I like simple, no fuss gourmet cooking. I don't enjoy 60 steps and all that kind of stuff. So sometimes I just like to miss out the step, you know. Trussing up the goose is not for me. It'll be alright. If you don't trust the chicken, it just pumps up a little bit, and I think it looks good when you can see the stuffing kind of, coming out a little. I like that.
Gonna actually just bring this over here. And so we've got a bit of a raised level there for our goose. Drip into the pan. And we've got another extra pan to catch this from the dripping under there in the oven. So, because don't worry if you don't have an enormous pan for your goose. As long as you're not buying from Ep1, you're probably going to be fine.
I don't know, that probably looks like a normal sized goose to me.
Yeah, it does.
I think that's kind of a Christmas goose, right?
Right.
You can imagine having that for Christmas dinner, like
Yeah, but
family.
yeah, family, not two people.
So if you're basically in bedtime today, you should tweet us and
We'll come out with goose.
give you goose. We're gonna have way too much. Okay.
Okay, so this is going in the oven at 375. We're gonna check on it, maybe baste it a little bit, but it's gonna around for 2.5 hours, between 2.5 and 3 hours.
Yeah, the basting is a good part of that. So just making sure that it comes out nice and crispy in a lovely golden brown kind of color. It's nice and easy. It's hot, but it's also nice and easy. And we're gonna have a little glass of wine now, right?
Yep.
Because I think we need a reward. I'm gonna
Definitely.
move this out of the way.
Sure.
Pour the wine. Move this over here. I'm gonna there's blood here.
Yep. We're having a nice Sancerre, but as we said before, goose is a bit of a darker meat, so it can hold up against some reds if you want, a lighter red, something like that.
Yeah.
Pinot from the Dundee Hills in Oregon.
Yeah, that's a really nice one. I could even go those like Burgundies and Bordeaux.
Yeah, I could go that way too.
Could go that way. That would be nice. But yeah.
So cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to Sir Arthur Ignatius Conan Doyle.
Right, named after his godmother,
Yeah.
who was a nun. A lot of his family went into the priesthood generation before, so he had an uncle who was a priest and a godmother who was a nun.
So then you haven't read the Blue Carbuncle or seen it, you can watch it for free on YouTube. And then Jeremy Brett playing the title role. And those are excellent versions. It's probably my favorite ones.
Right. I don't remember them. I'm sure I watched them all when I was growing up, but I don't really remember who was in them. But they seem to be on all the time. When the BBC was just the only channel.
That's right, yeah. Oh, this is a Granada. That's
right,
a Granada one.
exactly. Granada, so it must have been in the 80s.
Yeah.
Other television companies, production companies in the UK, my goodness.
Yeah, there was Thames Television.
That's right.
It was just the reverse symbols.
Right, the reflection. That's quite nice.
Bum, 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 bum.
You remember the theme tune?
Yeah. They used to play it all the time before Benny Hill.
No, okay. What, on PBS?
Yeah, no, it was on one of the other UHF channels.
Okay.
Right before the Twilight Zone.
Oh, I see. So, cut your themes there.
So, please check in with us a little later on, or just click the next video, as we'll be taking the goose out and prepping it with the sauce and our cabbage side dish.
Yep, we're going to do another recipe from the cookbook that we're changing a little bit. Their cookbook suggests beer battered violets, but we already did our beignets with fresh flowers. So we're going to do tiny zucchinis with flowers on them, do a nice beer batter with a chocolate stout in it, deep fry that, and that's going to be particularly nice, and cabbage with lingonberry jam.
Yep. So, cheers.
Cheers. So hey, we're back from cooking the goose. I thought you might be really interested in seeing the beer battered miniature squashes. They look totally adorable. We've made a beer batter here, and it's very, very easy. You just put the squash in and then drop it in to boiling oil.
And the beer batter is really, really easy to make. It's just a couple of cups of flour, and then an egg yolk and a pinch of salt, and then you pour in your beer. It says about 7-8 ounces. We put in a little more to get it to the right consistency. You might have to eyeball that a little bit because you want batter, not dough. And for this one, we used an organic chocolate stout, Samuel Smith's brewery in Tadcaster in Yorkshire. It's not super hard to find, but there are other chocolate stouts you can get, and I think that works really well with this batter.
Right, you can use any kind of beer for a beer batter. I mean, it's just basically like making a regular batter, except all you want to do is have it, as much water as it takes to create the right consistency, or as much beer as it takes to create the right consistency. That's all that's required. Okay, I'm looking at these. They look quite nice. Now flip them over and make sure that they're done on both sides. The batter is coming out really nice. It's looking chocolate brown.
And you can eat these all just whole. The squashes are great when they're fried. We ordered these online, so they might be a little tougher to get, but worth it. You can also try zucchini flowers with this.
Yeah. Let's have a little look. Here's one. That looks lovely. You can see it's just peeking through. I don't think you should worry too much about that. There's a bigger one. They're all coming out a bit odd shape, but that's cool. And they're just really super easy. You should do them just before you plate your goose, because people probably want them hot and freshly fried.
So stay tuned for the finale with our goose.
See you then.
Bye.
Hi, so we've finished our prep, and we want to show you our Sherlock Holmes Day goose recipes and accompaniments.
First of all, the goose, lovely golden brown, and we've got some sauce with it, made from deglazing some of the goose drippings with brandy and adding heavy cream and some cranberry sauce. Just pour a little on there.
That looks nice.
It's great.
I like that it's pink.
Yeah.
And we've got a couple of accompaniments here. We have our cabbage.
Red cabbage.
I wonder why I can't remember that word.
I don't know.
It's red cabbage, and this is basically just vinegar and onions and a little bit of jam.
Yep, mulled wine jelly we have from Fortnum and Mason, and the cabbage, of course, and some juniper berries and bay leaf.
So that's really nice, and it's super easy to make. You can zap your cabbage in the microwave, and then it'll only take you 5 minutes on the stove.
Yeah, it really cuts down the time.
It's like crazy easy. And this other thing that we've got is these beautiful zucchini flowers and beer batter. Let's see. Yummy.
And the batter, as we showed you, is a chocolate stout batter. So it smells a bit chocolatey.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. You should have one of those.
All right. That's great. That's really tasty.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So I highly recommend that. And then, we've just got the simple apples and raisin stuffing, and looking forward to enjoying this and celebrating Conan Doyle's birthday.
See you later. We're off to eat.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.